Time to then get in Shivangi Sarda for a quick technical check on the market. Shivangi, we've seen recovery from the lows and now the market's crossing important technical levels too.
Very good morning, Mangalam and Nigel. Thank you for having me. So we've seen that the markets have shown a very smart recovery from the lower levels, and the kind of base formation that we've seen in the last 4 sessions has been quite strong. Although we've faced some resistances near 24,400 marks, but today marks a day where we are comfortably holding above the same, and in fact crossing key exponential moving average levels as well. Now, of course, India VIX needs to pull off below 15 zones to completely favor the bulls, but overall buy on decline to continue over here. And we're looking at 24,800 and 25,000 next on the Nifty index. And the support would lie at 24,050 zones if you talk about the positional support, but immediate support lies at 24,300 marks. Now, talking about Bank Nifty, we've seen that some of the PSU names are picking up strength today, which is adding to the index. And we've seen that overall, after a long consolidation of 7 days, this index is finally starting to move and at par with the broader market. Now, next up on Bank Nifty, we're looking at 57,650 as the next resistance for Bank Nifty with a support of 56,650 marks.
Okay, all right. Shivangi, I wanted to ask you about your call on Reliance Industries. That pullback to around 300 odd, but it's shown a very sharp pullback from around 1,300 towards that 1,400 odd mark. Levels you're tracking?
Reliance, we've definitely seen a very good amount of short covering, and the kind of base formation on the weekly basis has been quite strong because we've seen that from the last 12 weeks, it hasn't, breached this level. And we are seeing a good amount of upswing in the last 2 sessions. But overall, with the broader market and with the amount of strength gaining in this sector again, we are, expecting a good run here. Now, of course, the risk reward is quite favorable at these levels, and we are roundabout expecting next up for Reliance with a level of 1,400 levels, which is the next key exponential moving average, and the support would lie at 1,350 levels.
Okay, all right. What about individual stocks? You want to help us out with some ideas?
So individual stock, with the trend that we've seen in the entire banking space, first up on my radar is Federal Bank. We've seen that the stock has been quite resilient in the in its space, and it's respecting the upward sloping trend line on the weekly basis as well. We've seen that after the good rollovers, we've fairly done good in this month so far, and we are heading to touch new highs as well. So this one's looking quite positive. The IVs have cooled off and looking quite comfortable here at these levels. And the next targets that we're looking out for Federal Bank is 307 levels with a support of 290 zones. And the second pick on my radar is Power Grid, with a lot of action over here in this entire space. There'll be tailwind, and Power Grid has kind of witnessed good amount of OI addition in the last 4 sessions, which is adding up with RSI showing positive signs of divergence as well. So this one's looking quite positive for the next targets of round about 333 and a support of 315 level.
All right, Shivangi, thanks a lot. Take that point. Just keep an eye on a couple of stocks before we move